the sound of the Quran was something that was totally different,
Yeah.
and that's what I fell in love with.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's cool to speak and everything like that, but
Yeah.
it's not the same Arabic.
Profile when he
How'd you come across Islam?
It's a sort of a long story, but the abbreviated version is, I was a reporter for New York Times for 30 years.
Oh,
I
wow.
still do it, and it's really fun. You meet people. I started in college at the school paper, and then I got interviewed by the grace of God, and I went to the interview, and I had no money, and I had this ugly suit, like Salvation Army style, because that was where I
Yeah.
was from.
Yeah.
Where it's like they call it, Salvation Army chic, I guess
Yeah.
would be the fashion.
Yeah.
So I showed up for the interview, and I'm scared to death. I'm 17, right?
Wow.
And I was like sweating like a pig flop sweat.
Yeah.
And then in walks in the guy interviewing me, the editor. He's wearing the same suit.
Wow.
So I was like, wait, this could be okay. And I felt so relaxed. I got that job. And so then from there, I just kept going. But in the end, I wound up covering crime and education, municipal disputes between environmentalists and people that wanted to build things and so on. But I wanted to cover the Middle East.
Oh,
That's where the
wow.
real news is.
Yeah.
And you need Arabic and you need Hebrew. You need different languages to really understand.
So you were like a journalist for
Right.
NATO.
But
Wow,
I
that's
wanted
amazing.
to be a Middle Eastern correspondent.
Wow. Okay.
So I hate using this word, but I went to Harvard and I didn't care about the name or anything like that.
No, that's to us. That's
Harvard? Oh my
is
God.
To
like
me, it's
dude.
really not. To me, it was about
Harvard
a
is-
man. There was a guy there named Nadav Safran who was born in Egypt but raised in Israel, and he spoke both languages. He understood the cultures. He wrote books on both, and he understood, both sides of the conflict. And I wanted to work with him. I didn't care where he was. I would have gone anywhere.
Wow.
And so that was like the greatest honor to have. He was a nice man. He took the time to work with me. And I was nowhere near, his intellectual level, but he took the time and he taught me so much. But anyway, I had to take, as part of the program to do the PhD there.
Yeah.
I had to take classes in Arabic, and that's when I started to hear not so much in spoken Egyptian Arabic, which was a separate class, but in the Fusha, in the classical Arabic.
Oh, yeah.
Even in like what they call MSA, modern standard Arabic, there was such a resounding sort of a musicality, but not just musicality, something a bit more, and it made me cry. And I had no idea that was even a thing.
Wow.
I mean, I see people in mosques now.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, that just authentic and genuine.
Yeah.
And you see people cry. And
It sounds
that.
beautiful. It's very beautiful.
It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like the most beautiful sound I
Yeah.
ever heard.
Wow.
Not when I was reading it. It sounded like I was mutilating it.
Yeah.
But because I was so bad at it, it made me appreciate its beauty and greatness and grace. And now, whenever I go to the mosque, I sort of try to hide it, but I do cry every time I hear it. It's beautiful.
It's
Wow.
amazing.
That's very inspiring and touching, especially coming from someone who wasn't born Muslim. And
I was born
mean,
Jewish.
You're born Jewish?
I was born Jewish. Yeah, I was born Jewish, and I lived abroad a lot. That's what I came up in Spain,
Oh,
a very Catholic country where if you're growing up in Spain, you're gonna be Spanish and Catholic in one package.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? So, that was in the past. And when I came here, started working at the paper, and finally wound up looking to study to become a Middle Eastern correspondent. And I hate the languages. When I came to Arabic, there was just something so beautiful about it, and that was really, the step that I took, and I couldn't stop. There were guys there, like professors, assistant professors, that were doing research on the Quran, on certain patterns and sounds and rhythms, and I just found it fascinating, and I fell in love, and I couldn't stop.
What made you want to choose Arabic? Because I know in these big colleges they have these different languages. They have Japanese, Chinese. In my school it was the ordinary Spanish and French.
I took both of those, by the way.
You took Japanese,
Yeah.
Chinese. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So hello. So and you took all of them: Arabic, Chinese, Japanese.
But as part of my program, I was in something called NELC, Near Languages and Civilizations, and also in the government department. So you had to take the Arabic. I wish I could say it was a conscious decision, but in that part of the world, that's what people speak.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, you had to take it.
I felt I had to learn Arabic.
100%.
But I really felt that it was important to speak Arabic. I was hoping to learn, Egyptian Arabic. Everyone understands from the movies, right? Everyone understands Egyptian.
Yeah.
not like Moroccan, who's going to really understand
Yeah,
Moroccan.
Moroccan has
dialect.
some
It's
French and
tough.
Spanish in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just tough to understand. You can have three vowels. I'm sorry, three consonants come together. Moroccan, like, and don't forget SH is one. Like,
Yeah.
sh, right?
Yes. Yes.
So SHLK, like sh,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
there's no vowel. How do you do it? Like, how do you do it?
So
You know,
so
but
ما شاء الله.
Egyptian-
So انت بتتكلم عربي.
I don't بتكلم
لا
سليمان.
بتكلم عربي بتكلم
عربي.
عربي
بس هيك.
هو انا مش عارف.
هو بيتكلم عربي شويه.
انا
شوية.
هسار هسار.
العربي حقي مكسر
No,
honestly.
انت بتتكلم كويس قوي.
والله
احسن مني.
لا
Wow,
لا.
mashallah. Yo, it's crazy. No, that's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
So you became more interested after you became more interested after they were given the Quran. They're telling
Well,
you
after,
about
like I was trying to learn the Egyptian Arabic just to be able to communicate, to cover stories.
Yeah.
You know, which I did.
Yeah.
But I really found that like that was cool to meet people and everything. It was a good social thing. But the sound of the Quran was something that was totally different,
Yeah.
and that's what I fell in love with.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, of course, you know, it's cool to speak and everything like that, but
Yeah.
it's not the same Arabic. It's not the same feeling.
true.
It's like the rhythm, the rhyme, the
Yeah.
musicality.
Yeah.
There's so much to it that, you know, what could be more beautiful?
God's words, you know,
Yeah.
God's words.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, that's what they say. Like, if like you can't, if you don't think the Quran's a real book, like, then try to produce a chapter like it. Like, it's impossible, you know.
Right, exactly. There's no way.
There's no way,
I mean,
yeah.
That's such a good point.
Yeah.
I've said that to many people. Like, if you don't believe in any sort of anything divine, well, you know, listen. Just you don't even understand the Arabic. And look, many people, like most kids today from Pakistan or wherever, they want to be a hafiz, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna understand it. You're not an alim. You're
Yeah.
gonna memorize it,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and that's great because you're gonna feel the rhythm. You don't even need to know the meaning. Now
Yeah.
imagine you know the meaning and you feel the rhythm.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, you're on your way to something that you know can take you to heights that I can't imagine. I'm not there, but I've seen people. You know, I've never felt like I was by any means a great Muslim at all. You know, I'm working on it. You know,
Yeah,
but I've
nah.
been around greatness. I've been around.
But still,
people.
no, still that doesn't mean anything. There's people out there who would everyone is trying to repent to Allah themselves. You know, who are we to judge? You know, who
Yeah.
are we to judge?
We're all, end of the day, you know, every son of Adam is a sinner, you know, and all of us, nobody's perfect, no matter what. So like, as long as you have that intention, and at the end of the day, just try to be a better person by the day, you know.
Socially profiled when he